I adore Diet Coke, and I think it tastes way better than the normal version. But when I was younger, I would drink the original instead. My thought process was, better a little sugar than cancer, and I could not have been more wrong. Artificial sweeteners, also called non-nutritive sweeteners, are compounds that taste sweet but contain almost no calories. I'm sure you've heard of the big ones, like aspartame, which is in Diet Coke, sucralose, which is in Splenda, and Ace K, which is in a ton of protein powders. They work by being way, way sweeter than normal sugar, so that you only have to use a minuscule amount to reach the same levels of sweetness, meaning the calories are negligible. There are some obvious benefits. For one, you get the sweetness of sugar without all of the sugar downsides. If you were to switch out your daily 12-ounce regular Coke to a diet one, your weekly caloric intake would decrease by almost 1,000 calories, and your weekly sugar by 245 grams. That's huge progress in a caloric deficit, if that matches your goals, for a very low effort swap. Although Diet Coke induced weight loss sounds simple on the surface, there's a little more discourse going on beneath the hood. For years, people, like I, believed that artificial sweeteners actually cause cancer. This is an easy myth. No, artificial sweeteners do not cause cancer. This myth comes from rodent studies where they were basically feeding the rodents their body weight in aspartame day after day after day. In fact, for humans, Diet Coke is not even remotely dangerous. You'd have to drink upwards of 15 cans a day, every day, for it to even approach those levels. Outside of cancer, the argument is they generally confuse your body, increasing hunger or messing with your insulin sensitivity or gut or something or other, and making you fatter. This is also wrong, but not outlandish. There is correlative research that shows fatter people drink more diet soda. I have two explanations for this. One, they're trying to diet and they know what's up, so they're drinking diet soda. Two, they're just consuming more stuff in general. Either way, this is a classic causation versus correlation mistake. Diet Coke has actually been shown to help people lose weight. The gut health argument also crumbles with just a tad of science. Your gut is extremely adaptable. If you start eating something new, it might mess with your digestion for a little, and then it'll go back to normal. Now, I don't know how scientific this story is, but I heard of a woman who was lactose intolerant, spammed milk for a few weeks, and then became lactose tolerant. What is definitely true, though, is that your gut bacteria can change, but that is not a bad thing. If you see an article saying aspartame decreases X gut bacteria, don't immediately turn on the sirens. Maybe that's just your gut adapting to a new type of food. One thing my mom is always yelling at me about is the tooth stuff. She says the colors and phosphates and all that stuff in Diet Coke will make my teeth fall out. And she's not even that wrong. Diet soda isn't great for your teeth because of the carbonation and the color and the phosphates. But it's still a ton better than regular soda because that is everything I just said, plus sugar. So, if your dentist tells you to lock in, maybe cut back on the diet soda. If not, you're probably fine. Now, and it's actually my dad that's concerned about this, insulin. What I tell him, and what we argue about, is that there is no clear relationship between diet soda consumption and insulin. And even if there is a connection, that's why all of us have glucagon, to put that insulin right back down. Related to this are rebound sugar cravings. If you've been dieting for a while and you're really lean, maybe if you're on prep, which you shouldn't be this young, but that's a video for another day, a Diet Coke can be so sweet that you just keep wanting more and more sugary stuff, putting you in a sugary feedback loop. But for most people, at normal body fat levels, it will cut cravings and make you feel a little fuller. Certain ones, like the great Diet Coke, have the added benefit of caffeine, also giving you stimulant-based appetite suppression. Though, definitely don't drink these close to your bedtime, per my last video. With that, Muscle Maurice signing off.